Feast your eyes on a living, modern marvel. One of the great wonders of the world. I would even venture to say, the greatest.
Christian Cage
Instant
is an instant classic.
Instant classic.
The Model T. Instant Gone with the Wind.
Instant.
The steam locomotive. Instant Bogart. I am the greatest thing since sliced bread. No. I am greater than sliced bread. I'm greater than great.
I'm great.
I am an instant
Classic Christian Cage.
I am an instant
NWA
classic.
World Heavyweight Champion.
I wouldn't say master of the universe. I'd say champion of the universe. Unbeaten, undefeated, undeniable time. NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Classic. I am a two-time NWA World Heavyweight Champion. One of the great wonders of the world. I'm great. I'd say champion. I am an instant classic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you and good night. It's been your privilege. Be sure to tip your waitress.
The most coveted, most prestigious title in our sport. It's at stake. It's on the line. The NWA World Heavyweight Championship goes to the winner. And let's go to the tail of the tape for our main event matchup. You look at the raw numbers, and it shows just how even the physical aspect of the matchup is. Jarrett has the edge in years pro, and it's enhanced by his experience in so many high-profile matchups. Yes, pressure from TNA management, from Larry Zbyszko, and they have taken precautionary measures. It's Jarrett's experience, but it's also the opportunity to prove that without a glass ceiling, you can succeed at the top. Unlike Jarrett's cockiness, Christian exudes a level of confidence strong enough to promise a title win to fans, peers, and even to Sting.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your main event of the evening. Making their way to the ring, TNA Management Consultant Dave Hebner, Championship Committee member Larry Zbyszko, and the Championship Committee's specially appointed referee, Mr. Earl Hebner.
Wow, we were wondering what decision they were going to make, and they went out and got the most controversial referee in the business.
Yeah, the most notorious, the most infamous referee in wrestling history. I mean, Survivor Series 97, Montreal, Quebec, Shawn Michaels, quote unquote, defeated Bret Hart with the sharpshooter. Yes, Earl Hebner was a referee. #1 contender. This is the challenger who has guaranteed victory. 12 years in the professional wrestling business, and in his mind, it all comes to a head tonight. This is what he's been waiting for. This is what he's been pointing to. Captain Charisma, Christian Cage, has got his shot at making history at the NWA World's Heavyweight Championship.
You can feel the electricity in this building. If there's anything as a home field advantage, this man has it. Because to a man, they are standing and cheering Christian Cage.
And here comes his opponent, the reigning, the defending NWA World Heavyweight Champion. Yes, the King of the Mountain, and he is accompanied to the ring by Gail Kim. Here comes a man who has been so dominant in the TNA era. TNA wrestling in existence for just under 4 years. This man, Jeff Jarrett, has held the NWA World Heavyweight Championship for 2.5 of those 4
like him, hate him, you gotta respect how he has survived, how he continues to stay the champion. It's unbelievable that no matter what odds are thrown at him, it always seems like the king of the mountain is the last man standing.
And then when you factor Earl Hebner into the equation as the referee, the brother of TNA management consultant Dave Hebner.
I smell a rat. I smell a rat.
Well, there's one thing you can say about Earl Hebner. He's always been very loyal to his employer. He's always been very loyal to management.
Well, it's going to have to be tonight because he's going to be scrutinized more than any other referee has in a long, long time.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, live from Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida, it's time for your Against All Odds main event of the evening. When the bell rings, the man in charge, official Mr. Earl Hebner. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the combatants. First of all, standing in the corner to my left. He weighed in this morning at 230 pounds. Born in Toronto, now making his home out of Tampa, Florida. Tonight, he attempts to fulfill a 12-year dream by becoming the heavyweight champion of the world. This is the #1 contender, Captain Charisma, Christian Cage. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing in the corner to my right. He is accompanied tonight by Gail Kim and weighed in this morning at 238 pounds. He is the undefeated, undisputed heavyweight champion of the world. This is the king of the mountain, Jeff Jarrett.
And Jarrett gets right in the face of the challenger, Christian Cage, and referee Earl Hebner backs Jarrett down.
Well, he's going to have to take control of this match right from the start. And look at Larry Zbyszko. He's got words. He shakes the hand of Captain Charisma coming over to the champ. I've got to give it to him. I've been very critical of Larry Zbyszko, especially with the Raven situation and how I thought that was just done wrong by Larry Zbyszko. But he seems to be very sincere about seeing that this thing is a level playing field.
I think he realizes what's at stake, and what's at stake is his job. TNA management laid down the law to Zbyszko, and Larry Zbyszko laid down the law to the entire locker room. He said, we're not going to stand for any outside interference. If there is outside interference, you're going to get fired.
Well, I think Larry Zbyszko's hedging his bets, too. He's making sure that whatever the outcome is, he's covered, and he can say that he did the right thing. But again, all eyes are going to be on Earl Hebner. You talk about controversy.
And there you see the championship belt displayed. And Jeff Jarrett has really been a true world's champion. In the past 4 years, he's had title matches all over the globe. Finland, Scotland, England, Ireland, New Zealand, Germany, Mexico, South Korea, Canada, the United States, of course. A true world's heavyweight champion, and that's when you win the NWA World's Heavyweight title. That's what you represent. You're not a company champion, you're a champion all over the world.
The chess match begins here, Mike. As you can see, the face-off, they're sizing each other up. They've got to be careful they don't let their emotions get the best of them early on. Each one has a game plan, and they're going to have to stick to it.
Shoulder block and quick pin attempt by Christian Cage. Brings off the ropes again. Drops Jarrett right in his tracks and again goes for the cover. Wow, quick pace here in the opening minute of this matchup.
It's almost like Christian Cage is just a little wound up right there, but every time he gets Jeff Jarrett the pin, Jeff Jarrett doesn't allow him to last long. It's just almost like the hit of the hand from Earl Hebner just forces him back to his feet.
Both men's circle. And hooking up in mid-ring, and Jarrett cuts him off, putting with a knee right into the midsection, rocks him with a series of rights to the side of the head, grabs the side headlock, but Christian Cage fires him off into the ropes. Jarrett able to duck the clothesline, catches him with a drop toe hold, and then he just paintbrushes him. You know he wants to get Christian Cage out of his game. He wants to get under his skin, and with moves like that, he can accomplish just that.
Well, that's what makes him so great as a champion. He knows how to get in your head. He knows how to make you so frustrated that you're going to make a mistake. And all Jeff Jarrett needs you to do is make one mistake, and then he'll become victorious. But Christian Cage not going to bite on it right now.
Quick reversal. Jarrett shoots him off into the corner. Head and shoulders fake into a roll-up pin attempt. No, just a 2 count.
Great move right there by Christian Cage as he had Jeff Jarrett guessing the wrong way.
Jarrett positioned now by Christian Cage. Going to try and elevate him up into the air, and does. Jarrett lands on the ring apron. Jarrett going to try and fight back. Shoulder block from the apron from outside. Now Jarrett's going to try a suplex. Christian up, lands on the apron. Great agility, going to try and fight him off, and does. Series of rights. Oh, to the side of the head, and Jarrett rocked him with a right, and Christian Cage bites right back.
You can see they're just trading blows right here. Oh, what a shot right there with a little inverted DDT action right there. Looking right there, you see Christian's wife.
That's
the
Denise.
concern on her face.
Denise, the wife of Christian Cage, looking on from the front row, from the ringside seat, has to be happy with what she just witnessed there as Christian Cage hit that inverted DDT, and Jarrett crashed the
Look
back
at
of his head.
this! He's going all the way up! Oh, but Jarrett gets out of the way, and he hits the rail dead on.
Just crashed and burned.
That's what I'm talking about, the champion. He goes you into doing whatever you want. As you see Denise right there, looking on, and she's got to be concerned.
Well, you're not kidding. Cheering him on, but at the same time, obviously concerned over a series of events that has seen Jeff Jarrett quickly take control here. And a weakened Christian Cage going to be, oh no, look out!
Right into the rail.
He just swung it, and the side of his body, as well as his shoulder, crashed right into the safety rail. And check out Earl Hebner.
Well, I'll tell you what, he is doing an unbelievable job of taking control of this match as a referee.
That's what TNA management wanted. They said, we want somebody who's going to lay down the law. Look out right here at the broadcast table.
Right into it.
Jarrett fires Christian Cage right into the table, rocks him with the right hand. He's got him right set up here against the table. Look
One
at
after another.
One after the other to the side of the head.
Jeff Jarrett's in total control right here as Christian Cage still hasn't recovered from that shot he took to the rail. That shot that he took, and look at this. Oh, man, right into the table.
Catapult move by the champ and the challenger. Don, you felt it and you saw it. Christian just went directly right into the side of the table here.
Oh, man, and again, right on that chest point where he hit the rail. Unbelievable. Jeff Jarrett is in total control.
A weakened Christian Cage sent off.
What a drop kick!
Caught it. Perfect timing, perfect leg placement, but the drop kick only leads to a 2 count.
Oh, you can just feel the tension. You can feel the excitement. Somebody's life's going to change here tonight. Think about the victory this would mean to the King of the Mountain. Everybody they throw at him, he defeats. Nash, Payne, 1, 2.
In the mind of Jeff Jarrett, the champion, just another one added to the list of victims. You talked earlier about Kevin Nash, Diamond Dallas Page. Jarrett mentioned Rhino, talking about going to Japan to take it to Hulk Hogan.
Think about this, too. If Christian Cage loses this match, where does he go from there? At what point does he go back to that mid-card? And Jeff Jarrett said he would. I mean, he's got so much pressure on him.
And that was the one thing that really got under Christian's, without question. That's the one thing that took him out of his game, really got under his skin when Jarrett referred to him as that mid-card comedy act. How about this? Earl Hebner pulls Jeff Jarrett at the hair and pulls.
Oh! Wow, look at that! He's not intimidated by the King of the Mountain.
Not in the least.
I like the way he did that. He just pushed him right back, and Jarrett had to look him in the eyes and realize he can't go too far there. But, oh, man, Christian Cage out of breath. You can see the spit coming out of his mouth.
The throat and the windpipe of Christian Cage across that cable, that steel cable, the ring rope. Jarrett crashes down with all of his weight across his back, drops out to the floor.
Hey, look at Gail Kim! To the referee, and she snaps the Hurricanrana. She's interfered, and the referee didn't see it.
Behind the back of Earl Hebner. out for Jarrett.
If he would have seen that, she'd have been fired. So close. But she took a risk right there, but again, they're just wearing Christian Cage down. And I have the feeling about this. You are so jacked up for this match. You're so nervous. You get so emotional, and that saps your strength. It saps your energy.
How many times, Don, have we seen it? In professional wrestling and in other sports as well. You're right. You get so high. The adrenaline rush at an all-time high level for Christian Cage, the challenger, going into this matchup. But then, once the bell rings, you've got to do it inside the six-sided ring. The float over by Jarrett leads to a sleeper attempt, and Christian Cage fights through, fires him off into the ropes, and now the sleeper applied by Captain Charisma.
And that's perfect for him if he can hold on to it. Something to get his breath and take out some of Jarrett's. And look at this. Oh, man. Wow. Christian Cage able to take advantage of that.
Counters with a power bomb, and gonna spin through here and apply the figure four leg lock. Jarrett is blocking it. And Christian gonna sit back and cap it off, and there's the figure four leg lock. A hold that we have seen Jeff Jarrett use on many, many occasions, now being used against him. Gail Kim.
Look at this, he's reaching out as Gail Kim is help pulling him back toward the ropes, and it worked. And again, Gail Kim's able to do it out of the sight of the referee.
Difference maker. Gail Kim pulled Jarrett over to the side of the ring, and he was able to make contact with the ropes and get the break.
I'm starting to wonder, is it really out of the sight of the referee?
Well, it was behind his back. That's all we know at this point. I think Christian has the same question in his mind.
Like I said, I smelled a rat at the beginning. Nice kick to the back of the head right there by Jarrett.
Oh, Christian never saw that one coming. Jarrett drills him in the back of the head, and now Jarrett senses that it's time for him to take advantage.
Going to do the same thing, it looks like.
Going to step over, and oh, what? Sharpshooter!
Oh, look at this!
No, don't tell me!
Oh, this brings back memories!
But look at this! Christian Cage hooked onto the ankle of referee Earl
He's
Hebner.
saying no, don't you dare!
Don't you dare do it!
What he's
Don't
gonna
you
do.
dare do it!
Don't you dare do it!
We don't want to repeat of 1997.
He's begging him not to do it. Look at this, Earl Hebner looking on, and he works his way, and he gets a hold.
Oh, he touched the rope. I don't think he saw it.
Oh, come on, how can he miss that? How can you miss that?
Christian Cage fighting through the pressure, fighting through the pain as Jarrett sits back on the sharpshooter.
I mean, think about the pain, the ankle, the knee, the back, everything that the pressure's applied to on that hold.
That's one way.
Christian Cage fights his way out of it.
He's got it reversed. Now can he turn it around? And yes, he does.
He's standing to his feet, and now look at it, Jarrett can't believe how the tides have turned. Oh, and he pulls him away from Gail Kim that time.
And as he pulls Jarrett back into the ring to try and keep him away from the ring ropes, he lost the pressure. He lost the grip on the sharpshooter. Oh!
He timed that and just placed it perfectly. You can see that Christian Cage, though, has got to get a second win. He's had so much taken out of him. So much taken out of him.
Both champion and challenger are down. Gail Kim shouting words of encouragement into the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett, while referee Earl Hebner puts in the count. He's up to 4.
Man, both of them haven't even seemed to have done
Not even moving.
to get up.
Not even moving at this point.
Think about this. It would be the Jeff Jarrett Championship if Christian Cage can't get up. And you can see both of them now realizing where they are at the count. Earl Hebner just stops right there.
Jarrett springs off the ropes. Christian prepared, saw the move coming, blocked it, stops him and blocks it again, and now fights back with a series of rights.
Oh, beautiful shot right there, right where he hit him before. And now the rights, the lefts. Oh, and he hits him with a clothesline.
Inverted atomic drop, the series of rights, and you're right, the discus clothesline, and then the flying forearm shot, put the shoulder into him at the same time.
This is a chance for him to get some momentum because he hasn't really had any since the very beginning of this match. And it seems like he's finding himself. I think he's realizes that it's a war, not a battle. But look, oh, and he hits the DDT.
Dropped him, spiked him on his head. Desperation move, but now here's the cover. Here's the press. Leg move, 2.
Got it, no.
Wow.
So close. I'll tell you what, that's the kind of move when you hit it like that, it can be all over. But Jeff Jarrett just has that instinct. That's why he's the champion. He can hear that count. Even when he's dizzy and trying to figure, oh, look at him. Oh, he slid it, he caught the referee right there in the ankle.
And Earl Hebner went down, you can see Don grabbing onto the ankle and favoring it as Christian has taken control of this match, and he's going up to the top, and Gail Kim interferes again.
Well, she realizes that he's going up to, and Jeff Jarrett uses the advantage to get right to his feet.
You're right, it's a free shot for Gail Kim in her mind with referee Earl Hebner down, and now Jarrett as well. Look at this.
Oh, wait a minute. Is he setting him up for the stroke?
From the top rope.
You're kidding me. He nails it from the top rope.
Stroke off the top. The patented finishing move of the King of the Mountain, Jeff Jarrett. Is he going to cover Christian and keep the title?
He's got it from the top, and the referee, though, still reeling in pain. Jeff Jarrett now covers. He's calling for the ref.
Hebner favoring the ankle.
He gets over there.
Drags himself over.
2. No! He gets the shoulder up.
Just 2. Only 2.
I'll tell you, if it hadn't been for the fact that Earl Hebner was down, that would have been a pin right there, but it took a little extra time to get him over there. Crowd screaming Christian's name, trying to fire him up.
Almost as if Christian hears, he's just daring Jarrett, and Jarrett's ready for him. Series of rights by the champ. Oh, that one caught him in the side of the head. Shot off into the ropes. Oh!
Again!
See that contact made with the referee's head that time.
Look at this, Earl Hebner is down.
He's knocked out. Is he gonna go for the move?
Oh, he's got it.
He's got him. Pin him.
He rolls him over, but there's no referee. Wait a minute. Coming in, that's Slick Johnson. Oh, and Jarrett just is able to get out of it.
Referee Mark Slick Johnson. You saw him earlier with Larry Zbyszko demanding to find out who was going to be the referee for this match. And with referee Earl Hebner knocked out, unconscious, he comes down to employ the count.
You can see it was so close. Christian Cage realizes it. He's got to be glad, though, that there is a referee out there now.
Look at Christian making the motion that the NWA World's Heavyweight title belt, it could be around his waist. It's just a 3 count or a submission away.
Catches him with the knee, and now he's going to try to set him up for the...
He was going to try and beat Jarrett with his own move. He was going for the stroke, and Jarrett caught him with the low blow.
That's a high risk.
He's going to disqualify Jarrett.
Look at that! He just nailed the referee!
I think Johnson was going to disqualify Jarrett.
Oh, man, he wasn't going to take it. Now he's looking up, and he's yelled for her.
He's motioned to Gail Kim. What? She's picked up. What has she got? Steel
went
chair.
for the chair. Oh, wait a minute. With all the referees down, they don't see this. Christian Cage, though, goes at it, and he kicks it right into the head.
Missile drop kick. Right into the steel chair. And then the chair goes right into the face of Jarrett.
He got it, but again, there's no referee.
You can hear him counting the impact zone. They're at 7. They're at 8. And now Christian Cage has come out
had
the
it.
door, and he's chasing Gail Kim around the ring.
He's had it. He knows what she's... Oh, wait a minute, he's got her.
Well, that's one way to take care of this repeated interference.
He's had enough of this. Is he going to set her up? Oh, wait a minute.
No!
The guitar. Oh, he crushes him with it. No.
Guitar shot by Jarrett.
No.
Look at Gail Kim. Clear up the evidence. Look at her clean that evidence out of the ring.
And so putting it underneath the ring. Jarrett's got it. He's waiting again, though. The referee not there.
Nobody there to make the count.
Here he comes. Earl Hebner. He sees it.
Revived.
He's got it.
Rolls over. Here's the count.
1,
No.
2. No, this can't be happening. He got out. He got out. The crowd can't believe it.
They're tearing the roof off the impact zone. his name right next to the elite of his profession once and for all.
And he showed the world. People doubted him. People wondered why he would come over. And he's let everybody know. Because he wanted to be the NWA World Heavyweight Champion. And the crowd is not believing it. They see Jarrett come out of it so many times, but not tonight.
He made the guarantee. Christian Cage, he told the fans, he told his peers, he even told Sting, I guarantee you I'll be NWA World Heavyweight Champ, and Christian Cage delivered.
The celebration has begun. Jeff Jarrett is slunk out of here. It's all about Christian Cage, the new champion,
Now you can
world
say it.
champion.
The honor roll of the NWA World Heavyweight Championship. It bears the name Christian Cage, and it's a perfect fit. And it's a perfect ending, and at the same time, it's a perfect beginning.
Look at this, he's going over to his wife, Denise. You can see the hug there.
Oh, what a great
The
moment this
happiness.
is. What a great moment. The realization that the 12 years of hard work has paid off. It's finally paid off. Christian Cage, this is
And look
why
at
you-
this. Look at the ring. You gotta see it as the crowd coming in, mobbing him.
Rhino's in there as well. Christian Cage, this is why you came to TNA.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bound for Glory continues with this 8-mile anything goes street fight scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Tampa, Florida, by way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Christian Cage.
We are looking backstage here in Bound for Glory. Christian Cage preparing for the 8-mile street fight.
And his opponent from Detroit, Michigan, he is the War Machine, Rhino!
He's dedicated this matchup to the people, yes, of his hometown. And here comes the War Machine down the steps, through the crowd here in Detroit.
Man, if you gotta wonder about the concussions and everything that Christian Cage has done to him, Mike. But if you're gonna be able to get past that, if you're gonna be able to look past that, you're gonna be able to do it in your hometown of Detroit, and this crowd is gonna be behind Rhino 100%. And you can feel that. Look at Rhino going right after Christian. They're gonna start it. And look at this, milk the crowd and get them fired up.
Don, when we watched that video package prior to this matchup, I saw what you did, and I did it as well. As we saw the replays of every chair shot to the head by Christian Cage to the War Machine Rhino that caused those concussions. I win, you win. He's taking it to the back, and yeah, they're gonna start outside. 8-mile street fight here at the CompuWare Arena in Detroit, Michigan. The War Machine gonna go outside. He's gonna take it to the streets, and here we go.
And there they are as they just start blow for blow outside right here. And look at this. Oh, right on top of the vehicles. And I mean, this is going to be a war.
Oh.
This is going to be a war from start to finish. Anything goes in an 8-mile street fight, Mike.
That's
No
the key.
rules.
No rules. Turn him loose here. And if he goes in this match, and you can see, he's just been tossed on the hoods of several cars. The War Machine
Come on,
just caught his
Christian.
big
Get
right
up.
hand. Rocked
This is
Christian
my
Cage.
town. He just threw him into a garbage dump right there. Pulled him out, and man, look at this. The battle is on. And Rhino, he has come out focused. He has come out pumped up, and he's going to take it to Christian Cage early, and he's going to have to, because you have to wonder about his condition. Even though you don't see it right there, he's going to get his bell rung in this match, and you're going to have to wonder how it's going to affect him, Mike.
Just dropped him right there on a wooden pallet back first, and now going to take him back inside the building, and he just knocked over that whole stack of boxes.
Man, I'd hate to be the referee in something like this. You're job is to follow these guys anywhere and everywhere. You can see Christian Cage dropping things in Rhino's path. Anything he can do to deter him.
Wait a minute. He's up on top of the Zamboni, for God's sake.
Well, there is this. I mean, this is an ice skating rink.
It's a hockey arena, you're not kidding. The Zamboni back there in the backstage area.
Oh,
man dropped him.
Right on top, and Rhino getting in the driver's position. He's driving the Zamboni cranked up.
Put it in gear, turn it loose.
There he goes.
Here he comes, he's got Christian on top, and he's driving the damn Zamboni into the building.
He's bringing it right up here to the close to the entrance zone, and you can see it by coming in from over there. Christian Cage looking lost right now.
Oh, what a sight here at Bound for Glory.
Fighting on top of the Zamboni. Have you ever seen that?
No, I was going to say, just when you think you've seen everything, you turn onto a TNA pay-per-view like Bound for Glory, and wow, bad fall for Christian Cage. Look at the height of that from the top of the Zamboni.
Unbelievable. Christian Cage is going to have to find a way to get his bearings because Rhino has taken the fight right to him from the beginning, Mike. He's not let up for 1 second. Christian, I think, just trying to find some kind of a buffer. And Rhino relentless right here, just relentless.
Totally on the offensive, Don. We've seen it right from the outset of this matchup. The War Machine, and you can't blame him, totally focused on revenge. We've told the story so many times about these long-time personal friends. This is one friendship that's just been flushed right down the toilet by Christian Cage. And he's picking up part of the set here, Don. Check this out. That's one of those street lamps signifying the 8 Mile street fight. Oh, man, and check that out. War Machine caught him. Rhino's got it, going to use it as a weapon.
Just cleaned this block. Swung like Albert Pujols right there.
I was just gonna say.
I've never said that quietly here in this town.
Swung it like about a 25-pound baseball bat. Well, looking like at least Ivan Rodriguez, shall we say.
There you go.
Balance it off.
He's got a, there it is, a street sign, 8 Mile Road, as he threw it into the ring. Oh, Christian Cage has had his bell rung, and he has not been able to get any kind of momentum. We saw him rake the eyes earlier, trying to do anything to stop Rhino, and it didn't even faze Rhino right now. The War Machine grabbing chairs from the crowd.
A little help from his hometown friends, would you say?
Oh, he's just throwing it in. He doesn't care. Look at that.
Gonna fill up the ring with all kinds of weapons, chair after chair being sent in. And now he's gonna go back and take Christian, face first right into the apron.
You gotta wonder if he was gone too long from Christian, but it doesn't seem like it. He just goes right after. Look at him now, trying to pull that other street lamp, cords and all, into the ring. Oh, and what happened was the cords got tangled, but he was able to hit Christian with it anyway. This is great. Look at that, busted him right on top of the back.
Gonna roll him over, and yes, go for a pin. Barely a 2 count before Christian Cage powers out. Used his leg strength to kick out before 3.
Yeah, that's the only way you're gonna win this match, is to get a pin like that, but I think he wants to inflict more damage. I don't even think he really cared about pinning him. He wants to gore him right here. Oh, and that's how you'll get back into Christian Cage.
Went for the gore. Came sprinting out of the corner, and Christian Cage just took that chair and wrapped it right around his neck. Hit him right in the face, right in the eye. You can see that. Rhino holding his eye.
And you got to think about the head of Rhino. All the excessive chair shots he's taken from Christian Cage in the past 2 months. You have to wonder about his health. And he caught him clean right there on top of the head.
And you can see referee Andrew Thomas, Don, checking with Rhino, and I'm sure that's the situation. I mean, as much as he's gone through, with the multiple concussions, with the post-concussion trauma, to be hit in the head with a chair like he just was right there, you've got to wonder, and he's 100%, and look at him try and fight back, and he caught him with a couple of moves and then sent him into the steel.
I mean, the doctor told him what? To not wrestle for 3-4 months, something like that? And he said he couldn't. He had to go out there. He had to do it here in Detroit. And he is still going at it. Christian Cage not able to get the momentum, and Rhino, oh, he's getting the revenge he's wanted. The revenge he deserves.
Rhino said it. Remember the press conference. He said, there's no way I'm going to miss Bound for Glory in my hometown. Are you kidding me? Screw what the doctor said. Screw the doctor's orders. And now he's maybe a little celebration here with the fans. Hasn't beaten Christian Cage yet.
Just a little energy drink, Mike. That was Gatorade, I'm sure of that.
I'm sure it was.
Christian trying to get away, trying to find a place to get away. There's nowhere to go. They're packed in here like sardines. Oh,
He
man.
just went right into the hockey glass. I believe where they're at, Don, is over there by the bench area
That's
where,
right.
where normally the hockey players would be on the bench. He sent him into the glass, he brought him right back, and now he's going to toss him over the guardrail.
All over the Cupware Arena right here as Rhino is taking it to Christian, and he has a couple shots. A great chair shot right there by Christian Cage. Was the only offense he was able to get. Now look at Rhino pulling out the table. He is ready to just this has been an absolute one-sided affair as it gets.
Christian with just that momentary burst of offense. When he used the chair, when he stopped Rhino in his tracks with that chair shot, but you're right, other than that, it has been all the War Machine here in his hometown.
Christian, I saw him sneak up to his feet right there and caught Rhino. And Rhino, I think, realizes that, okay, let me get in the ring, get out in front of Christian and get the momentum back. But Christian, knowing he's got to go. Oh, look at this. A belly-to-belly suplex just sends him over.
Planted him right in mid-ring with that belly-to-belly and now turns his attention, to
yes.
the table. What's he going to do? Going to stack it in the corner?
Oh, he's going to set him up and try to go him through there. I mean, Rhino is getting everything that he's thought about giving to Christian Cage. And look at this. Christian Cage just barely hanging on. Wait a minute.
Shoulders down, 2 count only on Rhino. Christian Cage almost stole one.
That'd have been a disgrace for Christian Cage to win it that way. Oh, he just creamed him with the 8 Mile Road sign.
That's just no regular street sign, Don.
Just creamed him.
That street sign's got to be, what would you say, 4 or 5 feet?
4 feet at least. Oh, man, now that's what you do if you're Christian Cage. That's how you get things turned your way. I mean, it's all legal. Anything and everything in an 8 Mile street fight.
And he's spitting on the street sign, and we know what that signifies. It signifies what this man thinks of everybody that's in this building. Of you fans at home, and yes, everyone from the city of Detroit in particular.
Oh, you can see now Christian Cage getting the ladder, throwing it in. As Rhino getting to his feet, and a shot after shot to the head, and now, oh, Rhino's busted, it looks like he is. Rhino's busted open, and I gotta tell you, I really believe that last shot was the 8 Mile Road sign. That shot right there, I think, look at the eyes.
I was just gonna say, Don.
He's glazed over, he's done.
The close-up look that we just saw right there, the face of Rhino, and you can see it in his eyes. Don, this is what we've seen the past couple of times. Oh! Amazingly, as he was charged at with that ladder, he was able to drop Christian. Oh man, got him, I don't know, got him in position on the ladder. Rhino gonna head up into the corner.
He still looks dazed to me.
He does to me too, blood flowing down his face. And, oh, that's not good.
He took too much time, and I think Christian Cage has seen it too, Mike. It's almost like he got fooled by Rhino, and he's set up now, he goes for the unprettier, and he hits it.
Dropped him down again on his head.
It.
Unprettier, 1, 2.
No! Rhino gets his shoulder up.
I mean, how many matches through the years has Christian Cage won with that move?
Oh, well.
Hundreds and hundreds.
Rhino is just right now in a different world, and he is not going to be beaten by Christian Cage tonight. And you can see that from the start. And no matter what Christian Cage does right here, Rhino gets to his feet.
Got that ladder in position. Oh, God, to use it as a weapon, and he does right into his face, right into the head.
Oh, no, he's holding it up, setting it up there. What's he going to do? Is he going to go high risk? No, he goes down and going to get more weapons. Oh, the crowd turning on Christian, what they should from the beginning. Everything he's done to disrespect him here. What is he doing down there?
I'm not sure. He's down underneath that ring, right at the apron, and I have no idea what he's going under the ring for. Obviously, it's another weapon.
Straight jacket.
Okay, steel chair and a straight jacket.
Oh, he's going to try to get him inside that straight jacket.
But
no, look at the look and the glazed look on Rhino's face.
Scary, isn't it?
Oh, he's going to get him in that thing, and there's nothing Andrew Thomas can do to stop it. There's nothing he can do.
It's anything goes.
Anything goes. He can't do anything but look on. And look at, he's got Rhino in it.
He's got one arm in position. Now he's got the second one. And now he's cinching that straight jacket on it. He's helpless at this point. He's totally 100% defenseless. There's no way he can fight back. And now he's got the arms wrapped around and he's going to strap them together.
Someone, I know they can't stop it, but they got to. Oh, no. There's no way Rhino's coming out of this. Look at him, once he decided which chair he wants better. Oh, he wants that room. He threw the plastic chair away, and he grabbed the metal one. Did you see that? Oh, no. He's putting his head on the one metal chair.
Come on. The man can't fight back at all. Oh, thank God he was able to roll out of the way.
He was defenseless. Oh, Rhino fighting back. How's this guy fighting back? Got to his feet. He can't use it. Look at that. Oh, that's how you do it. You got to use everything at your disposal right there, and Rhino realizes it, and he calls to the ref to unhook him.
Might have well used that head as a battering ram. Exactly what he did. Referee Andrew Thomas able to take him out of the straitjacket and let him fight like a man here against Christian Cage.
Well, you got to respect that. Hey, no, he didn't stop him from putting it on, but when he got the chance to get it off of him, he asked it, and he got it off, and now you can see, though, Christian Cage still seems to be in control and have the high ground right here, but Rhino fighting for everything he's got.
Both men battling right on the ring apron, and there's not much room out there for these two men, especially the size of someone like Rhino, and Rhino momentarily getting the better of it, and he hit him with a right hand to the side of the head that sent Christian back inside the ring. Where's he going to take him now?
Rhino's got him set up on the rope right here. The table, there we go. It's going to send the table. Oh, look at this. Now, is he going to do what I think? Is he going to power drive him? Yeah, he's power him right to the table. Wow. That was freaking awesome, man.
My God! Pile driver from the apron. Head first goes Christian Cage to the table. We've got to look at it again.
Let's see this right here. As you can see him pile drive him right there through the table.
Take another look.
Another
Look at this.
shot.
Oh, man.
Rhino, I mean, this guy.
Here's a pin.
Got
Two.
it. Oh, he got his foot on the ropes. Christian Cage by instinct.
Operating on fumes, I think, at this point. Christian, just on instinct, you're right, able to take that leg, drape it over the bottom rope. It would have been a 3 count.
Oh,
Table's
he's got
already
him.
there.
He's going to set him
I
up.
want you to scream it,
I
Don, when he
will,
hits
buddy.
it. When he hits
3
this
loud ones. Oh, no! He went for the floor. Christian Cage able to stop it.
pin.
1, 2. Oh, he got out of it. How can he get out of that after crashing into that table that hard?
Sense of frustration on the face of Christian Cage. Unprettier a second time. Where's he going to take it? Oh! Right on
top of the
that
table.
Steel. Right on the steel part of the table.
1, 2, it's done. Now! He got out of it again.
How many lives does he have?
This guy just won't die. Christian Cage nails the unprettier right there on top of the table.
But you have to be concerned
You've gotta
about these
yes.
serious shots to the head, and look out.
Look at this.
He's got steel chairs. He's stacking steel chairs. He's stacking a table as well on top of
Road
Rhino's,
sides. He's just piling it on.
putting him on his body, and
at
more
this.
importantly, Don, putting so much of that steel in those chairs right on his head.
Now what's he gonna do? Piled on more chairs. He's grabbed another metal chair.
Gonna use that as the weapon.
Oh, just slamming it on top of it.
No!
Look at the beating.
Shot! Think of the concussions!
Oh, this is awful. One shot after another. Beating him mercifully. Unmerciless as he is right there.
I just wish he'd pin him and get this sickness over with.
He rolls him over. There's nothing left in Rhino. 1, 2. Got it.
It's almost like a mercy situation there.
Christian Cage!
Oh, man, Rhino kept rising from the grave, but he couldn't do it one more time. Couldn't do it one more time. Look at that. He piled everything with the kitchen sink on top of him, Mike.
What an incredible, gutsy effort by the War Machine Rhino. Christian Cage stacks the chairs, stacks the tables on his head, repeated shots to the head. He gains the 1, 2, 3. Christian Cage victorious and bound for glory.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a barbed wire 6 sides of steel grudge match. To win this contest, you must be the first competitor to escape the cage and have your feet hit the arena floor. Introducing first from Tampa, Florida, by way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Christian Cage.
It was 1 year ago, November the 13th, 2005, when Christian Cage rocked the wrestling world by joining TNA. He defeated Jeff Jarrett in February to become NWA World Heavyweight Champion, and he held the world's title for over 4 months before losing a King of the Mountain match where, quite honestly, Christian Cage was never pinned, he never submitted, But boy, since then, we've seen a totally different side of Christian Cage.
You talk about a different attitude. You talk about a transformation. He became a man that wasn't afraid to turn on his own friends, people that he grew up with, people that he grew up in this business with. He became a man that was concerned about one thing and one thing only, and that was Christian Cage.
For over a decade, Christian Cage and Rhino, great friends. They trained together, they traveled together, they socialized together. Christian Cage, he flushed 10 years of friendship right down the drain.
And his opponent from Detroit, Michigan, he is the War Machine, Rhino!
It was 2 weeks ago here on Impact in a weapons or escape four corners pole match where Rhino, he gained possession of the key to the cage door. He's got it in his hand. He also won the straitjacket, but if you recall, Christian Cage, he won the bolt cutters and the two steel chairs.
And you can see right there the officials taking the key and the straitjacket away from Rhino. The only way that they can get those, either the weapon or the means to escape the cage, is by asking the referees during the match in which time they will slip it through the cage to him. You can see earlier that Christian didn't bring his, the referees already had it, but this is going to be a situation, Mike, where when will they ask for the weapons and when will they try to get out of this cage?
We've never had this style of cage match in TNA. You can go out the cage door. You can go over the top of the cage to get the win. You've got to touch the arena floor. This match, it's not about pinfalls. It's not about submissions.
And just think about this too, Mike. To get out of there, and you can see Christian looking up top to go through that barbed wire. We've never had the barbed wire on top of the six sides of steel. And think of the damage it can do to your flesh. It can gouge your flesh, and it can cause unbelievable pain. But that's what you've got to go through if you want to go over to the top. Now remember, Christian can call for the bolt cutters if he gets a chance. He'll need them to get through that barbed wire.
That's the edge that he has. The bolt cutters and the steel chairs, Don, and those steel chairs have done so much damage to the War Machine Rhino during the course of this rivalry in the past few months.
Oh, there's been times where we didn't think Rhino would be able to get into the ring. Unbelievable amounts of concussions. Doctors have not even given him permission to be in the ring here tonight. But Rhino doesn't care about that. All he cares about is getting his revenge on the former friend, the former partner, and somebody that he grew up with. But Rhino right now, all he cares about is inflicting pain and damage on Christian Cage.
The War Machine Rhino from the Motor City, rocked in the corner with the knife-edge chops from Christian Cage. Oh, but look at him turn it around. Series of chops. Oh, just opening up the flush on the chest of Christian.
Boy, it looks like Rhino just hitting him with that extra authority, but Christian is always elusive. That's one thing you've got to give him. You've got to give him respect. You mentioned it earlier, Mike. He's never been pinned. He's never submitted. I mean, he's the guy who held that belt and actually didn't get beat personally to lose it. He's always held that on his mind. He's always used that to motivate him.
Oh, Rhino went for the press slam, the quick reversal, and the inverted DDT. That's the answer from Christian Cage.
It's interesting to hear how this crowd that at one time cheered Christian Cage to the point of no end. They loved him when he came in, and you can see Christian asking for the chairs right there. Referee Andrew Thomas slipping them in, but no. And now Rhino tries to grab them, but no, they can't give it to him. They have to hand them off to Christian Cage. But I want to mention that crowd that cheered Christian Cage religiously, and then they saw that transformation. They saw Christian Cage turn, and to this day, that crowd doesn't understand it, and they've not accepted him, and they let Christian Cage know whatever chance they get.
Vicious shoulder block in the corner from the War Machine, and he's got Christian Cage on the defensive here. Look at him follow up the advantage. Gonna take Christian now, gonna set him up, and drive a big shot. Right hand, right into the side of the head. Gonna now shoot him across and back first into the corner. Oh, another shoulder block.
Oh, he did. He nails him with that shoulder block. And Mike, something we need to mention, everybody, and for those of you that have never seen a six-sided steel cage, because of the six sides, it gives that cage no flexibility. As you hear the people going crazy, but that cage you'll watch, it doesn't have any give. That's something everybody talks about. When you hit that cage, it's like hitting a steel wall.
This crowd here in the Impact Zone, absolutely on fire, Don. Right from the opening, you can see there, Christian up at the top of the cage. Oh, he felt that barbed wire, and he just dropped down to the mat, and there he goes. That time, face first first, right into the steel.
And you can see what I was talking about. He hit that, and watch this, right into it. And it's just like going right into a cheese grater as you hit it straight on. It is a vicious place to be in because there's no give whatsoever.
From one side of the steel cage to the other, and then the gorilla press slam, and he threw him again, face first, body first, right into the unforgiving mesh.
I don't know how long that flesh can handle that. As you can see, Rhino now asking the referee, he's yelling for the key. He wants the key. Is he just going to try to end this match this early? Just go ahead and let himself out the door.
It's just that simple. You're right. Open the cage door, walk out and touch the floor, and the War Machine Rhino's victorious.
He's hesitating there right now as Christian Cage still hasn't gotten up. I mean, there's nothing to deter him from going right out of the cage.
Almost as if he's having second thoughts.
He's dangling the key right there in front of Christian Cage.
Yeah, he's taunting Christian Cage with the key, and Christian leaps for it, but he comes up just short.
Playing mind games, and he throws it out!
What's this? He tossed the key out of the cage!
That means they gotta go through the barbed wire to escape!
And welcome back, everyone, to the Primetime Special, the innovation of TNA. Total non-stop action wrestling, it's on display in this barbed wire, 6 sides of steel cage matchup involving a bloody Christian Cage and the War Machine Rhino. Oh, you've got to check this out. Ah, frog splash off the top!
Oh, you could see when we came back that Christian Cage had those bolt cutters cutting through the wire. Let's show you what happened during the break. You could see there where he was catapulted into the cage. Then he returned the favor on Rhino. He got the bolt cutters, and he used them as a weapon, Mike, and then he went up top, cutting down the barbed wire, almost got out. But these two bloodied warriors now, it is just getting intense.
Oh, you're not kidding. With the key out of play. The bolt cutters, that's the escape method for Christian Cage. And you can see where he snipped the barbed wire, and he's got an opening. He's got to go over the top. He's got to make the way down the side of the cage and down to the floor. And the War Machine, oh, look at him climb the side of the steel.
Well, he's so close to getting over there if he can leap down, but that's a dangerous leap from that high up. And you can see Rhino down. Look at this. Rhino taking his head right into the barbed wire, rubbing the already bloody face. Christian Cage writhing in pain. Look at that sight. It is gory. I'm telling you, folks, if you're squeamish, you might not want to watch because it is absolutely a bloody Christian Cage.
Blood flowing from the head and face of Christian Cage, and backdrop suplex by the War Machine. That sent Christian Cage all the way across the ring.
The crowd is absolutely going nuts. They're seeing something they've never seen here in Total Non-Stop Action before. But that's what we do here on this primetime debut. We give you 6 sides of steel. We give you the barbed wire. And you can see Rhino asking for the straitjacket to see if he can use it to render Cage helpless.
And Don, we also give you Kurt Angle, the Olympic gold medalist, the best damn wrestler on the planet. His TNA in-ring debut yet to come, and all Christian Cage escapes just as Rhino is going to put him in the straitjacket.
It's amazing that Christian Cage can keep going with the beating that he's taken. He's had that face grinded in the barbed wire. He's had it grinded in the cage, but he just keeps coming back. But every time he gets close and he's going to try to get out of here again, Rhino's always there. Rhino not concerned about getting out. We saw that earlier when he threw the key outside of the cage. He's concerned about inflicting damage, but he better watch out because Cage is up at the top.
What a battle this has been between these two warriors. The months and months of bad blood finally coming to a head here in this Impact Primetime Special. And Christian Cage not only fighting up on the top rope, but he's going to try and use the barbed wire as a weapon.
Well, he's had it happen to him. He knows what it feels like, but he just couldn't get any leverage right there. But look at that. He bounces Rhino's head off the pole. No way is he setting him up for the unprettier on the top rope.
Exactly what he's going to do.
Oh,
man, and he drove him down right into the mat.
You gotta be kidding me right there. If there is any chance, guys, any chance whatsoever, you've got to show us a replay on this. Unbelievable unprettier right there from the top rope.
It was that last ounce of strength from Christian Cage, unprettier from the top. And he took the War Machine down, but look at the amount of blood flowing from the head and face of Christian Cage.
You gotta wonder how much he's got left. These two warriors beating each other to death. And you can see Christian just falling back. He's going on sheer willpower. Rhino right there also has to realize that now Christian Cage has a straitjacket and has a chance to use it on him.
Oh, they're rocking the Impact Zone here at Universal Universal Studios in Orlando, Florida. It is awesome, and Christian Cage has got Rhino. Oh, and he's got him on the verge of locking him up in the straitjacket.
You can hear the crowd. They know they're a part of history. They can feel that they're a part of history. They're seeing it right here as TNA makes his debut and Rhino fighting away, knowing that if he gets those hands tied, it could be the end of it for him, because how will he stop Christian Cage from leaving?
And he's not only got the straitjacket arms tied together, he's got them tied together over the top rope. Oh, he's defenseless at this point.
Christian Cage can get right out.
Oh, he's going to try and escape now.
Wait a minute, he's looking back. I think he realizes he's got him helpless. Oh no, could he be doing what I think? Yes.
I think he's calling for the chairs.
He's calling for the chairs. We've seen him inflict so much damage with those chairs. And Rhino's helpless right here. There's nothing he can do about this.
It was almost like a light bulb went off above the head of Christian Cage. He had second thoughts just as he was going to escape the 6 sides of steel. Just as he was going over the top, he decided no. He's got the War Machine defenseless, and he's got steel chairs. Look out!
Oh, what a boot right there by Rhino as he kicks him right in the groin. That'll stop him. You can see Rhino fighting, and he does get loose. Christian Cage had his moment, and he should have maybe taken it to get out, because now Rhino's loose, and you can see he's fired up.
It was a desperation move, but it's what he had to do. Series of clotheslines. Cage shot off. Oh, spine buster by Rhino.
Oh, he just hit that with a sickening thud. You could just hear Cage hit that mat, and you got to realize that Christian Cage can't have anything left. The momentum is turned right here. Christian Cage could have escaped, but he wanted to put an end to Rhino, and it cost him. And now Rhino's got the chair.
Straight jackets off. Oh yeah, how about a little concerto for you, Christian Cage? And you know, Rhino, who's been on the receiving end of these 6 steel chair shots, once again some payback, and oh, Christian just rolled out of the way.
Oh, he did. He waited to the last possible second,
Oh, God.
and he's able to use it to counter it, and now he gets the shots right on Rhino, and that backfired on Rhino. What a back-and-forth action this match has been, as these guys know each other so well.
Now what's he gonna do? Gonna set those 2 chairs in position. Gonna take a dazed Rhino. No, gonna go for the unprettier.
He's going to end it right there. No, Rhino's countered. Oh, but Christian Cage able to get out. But look at this. Rhino's got him up here. Oh, he's got it where he wants it.
And there you go. Face first right into the steel.
He also took a gut shot on the top of that chair that could have broken some ribs. I mean, this is a war. Look at the blood. It's just a battle.
What an incredible matchup. 6 sides of steel. Barbed wire. Cage match. Christian Cage and Rhino. Oh, this has been everything we expected and more.
You gotta wonder what's going through Christian Cage's mind, if he can even think at all. We know what's going through Rhino's. He's setting up right there.
Get him.
He's looking for a gore.
Gore him. Get him. Oh, no. Toss the chair, and he got it right back in the face.
He just slammed that chair right back at Christian Cage. Right now, Rhino's got the momentum, and you can feel it. He's looking at the crowd. He's beating off of him. Gore!
He gored him right through the cage.
Ladies
You
and
hear the
gentlemen,
bell.
the first man to reach the floor.
Christian
and the winner
Cage
of
has
this
won it.
contest,
He won it by default, as Rhino cost himself by goring him right through the cage door. Oh, we'll have to see the end of that again. What a finish. Rhino absolutely hits him with what he wanted to, but he hit him so hard he put him right through the cage.
Rhino looking over the prone body of Christian Cage. We're going to take another look at the incredible action in this match.
And here it is, right through the ropes and right through the cage.
Pretty simple. Christian Cage, you may have won the battle, but Rhino, he won the war.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your Thursday Night Impact feature contest. Scheduled for one fall, the winner of the match will face a missing turning point for the NWA World Championship. Introducing first from Tampa, Florida, by way of Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Christian Cage.
And we are joined at the broadcast position by TNA Management's Jim Cornette for this all-important main event matchup. It's Christian Cage.
Oh, wait a minute! Look at that! Sting's right behind him, and he doesn't even know it!
Cage doesn't have a clue. The first ever meeting of Christian Cage and Sting is going to start with a bang right now.
Sting just lets him out, and as he follows him out, Christian Cage, and he's getting what he deserves right here by the former champion.
challenge the new NWA World Heavyweight Champion, the Monster Abyss. Who's it going to be? Sting or Christian Cage? And man, Sting on the offensive here in the opening minute.
Oh, and Mike, what a historic event this is. The first ever meeting between two of the biggest single stars in TNA, Christian Cage and Sting, and it's all on the line. A shot at the NWA World Heavyweight title.
And we are so thrilled to bring it to you on this Thanksgiving night broadcast of Thursday Night Impact. And look at Sting now up in the crowd here at the Impact Zone. Big right hand right between the eyes. We are going to take a quick commercial break. When we return to Thursday Night Impact, it's going to be more of Sting versus Christian Cage. And welcome back, everyone. Thursday Night Impact main event matchup.
We finally see Christian right there get a little momentum his way. And Sting has been a man possessed from the beginning, but Christian Cage found an
Off the
opening
drop
and
kick.
hit the drop kick and go for the pin.
Near fall for Christian Cage. Sting totally in control of this matchup for the first few minutes, but now Christian Cage coming right back, and you can see Sting wearing the t-shirt. And that's understandable after this past Sunday at Genesis when he was put directly into those thumbtacks by the Monster Abyss.
Well, I'll tell you, look at Christian Cage. He is not bowed. He's not cowed by Sting's reputation, by Sting's talent. He is not intimidated. Christian Cage is cool. He knows what he wants to do, and he's systematically setting about to do it.
Could there be a better way for TNA to deal with the Latin American exchange after everything that we've put up with, the threats of burning the flag, than to put them in the ring next week on Thursday Night Impact? And yes, they will have to defend those tag team titles against Kurt Angle and Petey Williams.
Well, you know, I know that I'm supposed to be impartial as a member of management, but after I've been pawed on and snatched around and grabbed on by LAX, I'm going to be like every one of these Impact Zone fans and every one of the TNA Impact viewers at home. I'm going to be rooting for Kurt Angle and Petey Williams, the home team, in that situation. But right now, I think Sting needs some rooting from the home team of his own. Look at that. He's blinded. He can't see.
Well, Christian Cage has said all along that he wants that title shot. His squeaky wheels got the greases. He's now got himself in such a high-profile match. All he's got to do is beat Sting, and it looks like he's on his way to that. As he's just intimidating him now, just embarrassing him now. But here comes Sting right back.
Sting, that violent temper, we saw him lose control of himself at the pay-per-view at Genesis. And I think Christian Cage has lit that fuse again. He tried to insult Sting. And to Sting, that's worse than being physically beaten and pounded, is being insulted.
Jim Cornette, you have been around Sting his entire career. It was almost as if it was a completely different man. It was like Sting was a man possessed that we saw this last Sunday at Genesis.
I'm going to say this, I feel like a champion ought to lose his title by pinfall or submission. But that match clearly needed to be stopped because Sting was out of control. Somebody could have been seriously injured. A matter for a lot of debate at another time, because these guys are putting it all on the line for a shot at the World Heavyweight Championship that Sting just lost a few days ago.
Think about this. Sting didn't have to give Christian this match, but he did. He's on a tear. And look at Sting right now. I mean, that is the man that we saw possessed in Genesis. Look at him with Christian Cage hanging in the balance.
Oh yeah, holding him high overhead. The press slam powers him down to the mat. He's going to charge across. Stinger splash in the corner, rocks Christian Cage.
Sting taking it to Christian Cage now. And once again, as we said, I think that fuse, that very short fuse of Sting has been lit. Sting, a changed man, more aggressive, more violent, more vicious than ever before. And could it be he's going for the Stinger splash? He got the referee. He got the referee.
Referee Andrew Thomas knocked out. Got in the middle of that Stinger splash attempt. Sting going to take down Christian Cage. Going to lock on the Scorpion. Oh, and just when he went to make that final step and turn him over, Christian Cage raked the eyes.
Good shot right there by Christian Cage. He did what he had to do. He's resilient.
No.
He hits him with the inverted DDT.
That Scorpion death drop. Now he's going to the Scorpion. And what? If he turns him.
There it is. Turn him over.
If he turns him, he's got it.
There it is.
The referee's down. The referee's down. The referee can't see it.
Christian is trying to power. Wait a minute.
Who is this?
What? No.
What's going on?
Wait a minute. That's Tomko. That's Tomko.
This is a man who has solved problems for Christian Cage for several years, and out of nowhere, Tomko has hit the ring. Oh man, he holds Sting overhead, and he just tossed him away.
Tomko and Cage have a long history as friends and as partners, but Tomko, he doesn't even wrestler here. He jumped in out of the crowd.
As always, Christian Cage has his bent edge, and you can see when things were going wrong, when it was over, he had Tomko waiting in the wings.
We don't even have a referee to ring the bell here. We don't. There's obviously this has gotten completely out of hand. And Tomko, that giant of a man, 6'6" or better, 280 pounds.
I mean, guys, we need a winner in this match. We need to determine who's going to face Abyss for the NWA title at Turning Point. And Jim Cornette, bottom line, nothing's been settled.
I got a lot of thinking to do. I don't know what to do about this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to find out who will face Kurt Angle next month at Against All Odds. Yes, the NWA World Heavyweight Championship belt. It's on the line tonight at Final Resolution. This three-way elimination main event, and there you see it. NWA World's Heavyweight title at stake. And let's look at the tail of the tape. You take a quick look at the numbers. It just emphasizes the sizable experience edge for Sting, but it also drives home that heightened weight advantage for Abyss. Both Sting and Mitchell vying to control the monster, but doing it in two totally different ways. Tomko brought to TNA to ensure Christian wins the title, but he's been barred from ringside tonight. TNA management's Jim Cornette wanted to give both Sting and Christian singles titles matches. He couldn't separate the top contenders, and he came up with an elimination match to satisfy both challengers.
As we see right here, Christian Cage. You know, we've been watching this battle between Sting and the Monster Abyss, and you wonder if Christian Cage feels he's got an advantage because maybe they're overlooking him. But one thing we talked about, he won't have Tomko at his side as Jim Cornette barred him from being at ringside. And we've got a cage set up right here by our announce table, Mike, and I'm wondering what that's going to be used for, and I'm assuming it's got something to do with that man right there.
Did you see the evil eye that Tomko gave that cage as well as us here at the broadcast table as he came down, and I wonder if a light bulb just went on above the head of Tomko as we see challenger number one, Christian Cage, enter the six-sided ring for combat as part of this three-way elimination matchup for the NWA World's Heavyweight title. Wait a minute, here's Jim Cornette from TNA Management. He's the man who laid down the law and barred Tomko from ringside. You're gonna be right. And Cornette, I just heard it. He said, you're gonna be right there.
He's not going to bar him. He's going to make him watch through the steel cage and make it that much harder. And you can see Christian knows that if he wants any chance at this championship, he's going to have to abide by this. He had to do it himself once.
Challenger number one, Christian Cage, already in the impact zone. Ladies and gentlemen, the appearance of challenger number two, the wrestling icon himself, and what a reaction at Final Resolution for Sting. You know, we talked about how both Mitchell and Sting fighting for control of Abyss, going about it in those two totally different ways. You think about it, Mitchell controls Abyss, Don, like you treat a wild animal. He controls him by force, by threats. Sting, on the other hand, he's been trying to get inside the mind of Abyss. He reasons with him. He calls him Chris, which we believe is Abyss's real name. He's trying to set him free in his mind from the control of James Mitchell.
Feel this electricity every time he comes out.
And here comes the defending champion, the NWA World title holder, the Monster Abyss, 6'8", 350 pounds, and holding the belt high above his head. The championship is at stake. James Mitchell comes out. I've got to tell you, I've seen some strange and unusual things in all my years in wrestling. When it comes to disturbing video, I'm going to put that footage with James Mitchell and Abyss at the prison from 2 weeks ago on Impact. I'm going to put that up against anything that I've seen.
Well, the control that James Mitchell has on Abyss, too, is shaky at best. I know he seems to have it now, but you can see that Sting has been chinking at that armor. And you got to wonder, he still believes he can get through. He believes there's a human being behind that mask.
Abyss has been keeping a secret for years. That man, Christian Cage, claims that Tomko knows the secret, that they crossed paths in the past. James Mitchell, he insists that those two, Tomko and Christian, they know a few tidbits. They know one page out of a book, in the words of James Mitchell, when it comes to the secret that the Monster Abyss is hiding.
Elimination rules here.
And really,
they've already started it off.
Yeah, opening bell. And if you think about it, both of the challengers, Sting and Christian Cage, they both wanted singles matches for the NWA World Heavyweight title. Cornette couldn't separate them. So Cornette says we're going to do the next best thing. We're going to go under elimination rules. And Don, that is the key to this matchup. If you're pinned, if you submit, you're out, you're gone, but the match will continue.
It's one of those where you better be keeping eyes in the back of your head. We say it so much. But it's one of them situations where you better make sure you know where everybody is at all times, because if somebody catches you from behind as a quick roll-up, you're gone. It's going to be a lot of strategy involved, and I don't think you're going to see anybody working with anybody in this. There's too much at stake here, Mike.
Oh, in the corner, look at Sting now unload as he turns it around on Christian Cage. Yes, it's the two challengers battling. The corner mount, right hand after right hand to the top of the head, and Sting just laying him in there with so much impact.
Man, Sting's fired up, and you can tell it. You can feel the emotion, and he knows that he's close to winning that championship back, a belt that he got in Bound for Glory, and it didn't even have it barely a month, and it was gone. And you can see that the crowd behind him, I'll tell you something, there's a strategy here that we don't talk about, and that strategy is kind of staying out of the way. If you can kind of avoid it a little bit, your chances of survival. And wow, that's gotta hurt.
Take his head off!
Take his head off is what Mitchell said, and you know, Don, totally different your strategy in this kind of a matchup from the three-way that we saw earlier. Oh! Where it was first pin or submission. It's like you just mentioned, as we see Sting sent face first right into that cage. And Christian, look at that, from the top, and he's caught in midair.
Look at the strength of this monster. Oh, he just throws him right on top of the rail.
It's what we expected. We talked about it in the tail of the tape. You see someone 6'8", 350, you know he's going to take advantage of that big height, that big weight advantage that he has, but quickness right there. Christian moves out of the way, and Abyss goes shoulder first right into the post.
Christian's going to have to be smarter than these guys right now, and going to have to use his cunning that he has, and he did right there with Abyss, and you can see he's turning around, and now he goes right after Sting.
Oh, that was a big move. The Bulldog on the ramp for the champ. Attention turned to Sting, sends him into the cage.
Right
man.
on the concrete. Scooped and slammed him right on the concrete in front of us.
The unprotected concrete, no pads out there. Sting crashes down. You heard the thud. And now, here comes Christian Cage to roll the champ back into the ring.
Oh, you can see the kick right there to the head. It's Christian Cage, another shot to the gut. Just showing us the side of him as he's just battling it out, but he realizes it's a chance to try to eliminate Abyss if he can. As Sting is writhing right here in front of us from that concrete shot that he took. Brutal. And it was amazing how Christian used that cage to his advantage. He knew that Tomko was in there, but he just flunked Sting right into it also.
Abyss sandwiches Cage in the corner, elevates him high into the air as he crashes down to the canvas, and Abyss can just feel it at this point.
Just that strength.
Took him up to his shoulders. I'd anticipate the shock treatment move out of that, but hadn't weakened Christian Cage sufficiently.
He's got it here, and he hits the shock treatment. Wow.
It goes for the pin.
One,
Here it is.
two. Oh,
Wow.
man, Christian Cage. Oh, that was close. That was close. He was almost eliminated right there, Mike.
How many people have we seen kick out from that shock treatment as Mitchell jumps up on the apron and just hits the doomsday?
Anyway, real